After receiving the imperial decree, Jiang Wei had no choice but to order a full retreat. Liao Hua advised him, "There is an old saying, a general in the field need not obey every order from his ruler. The situation is still in our favor. There's no need to withdraw now." Zhang Yi disagreed. The people of Shu have grown weary of the Grand Commander's repeated northern campaigns. Since we have already won this battle, it would be better to return home, let the people recover, and wait for another opportunity before marching north again. After thinking for a moment, Jiang Wei nodded. "You are right." He ordered every division to withdraw in good order, and assigned Liao Hua and Zhang Yi to guard the rear in case the Wei army pursued them. Meanwhile, Deng Ai led his forces in pursuit. From a distance, however, he saw that the Shu army remained perfectly organized. Their banners were orderly, their formations unbroken, and they withdrew calmly without showing the slightest sign of panic. Deng Ai sighed in admiration. Jiang Wei truly inherited Zhuge Liang's mastery of warfare. Fearing an ambush, he dared not continue the pursuit, and instead returned to the main camp at Mount Qi. After returning to Chengdu, Jiang Wei immediately entered the palace to ask Emperor Lu Shan why he had suddenly been recalled. Lu Shan replied, "I was only worried that you and the soldiers had spent too many years campaigning. I wanted everyone to have some rest. There was no other reason." Jiang Wei sighed. "I had already captured the camps around Mount Qi, and victory was within reach. Yet I was recalled before the campaign could be completed. This must have been one of Deng Ai's schemes to drive a wedge between us." Lu Shan remained silent. Jiang Wei continued, "I have sworn to destroy Wei in repayment of the state's kindness. I only ask that your majesty not believe slander and doubt my loyalty." After a long silence, Lu Shan finally answered, "I do not doubt you. Return to Hanzhong for now. When turmoil arises within Wei, it will not be too late to launch another northern expedition." Knowing there was nothing more he could do, Jiang Wei let out a deep sigh, left Chengdu, and returned to Hanzhong. Meanwhile, Deng Jun returned to Mount Qi and reported Jiang Wei's withdrawal to Deng Ai. Deng Ai said to Sima Wang, "When ruler and minister lose trust in each other, internal chaos will eventually destroy a kingdom." He then sent Deng Jun to Luoyang to report everything to Sima Zhao. After hearing the news, Sima Zhao began considering an invasion of Shu. However, Jia Chong advised against it. Emperor Cao Mao has always distrusted the Sima family. If the main army leaves Luoyang, trouble may break out in the capital before we even march west. Jia Chong also mentioned that Cao Mao had once written a poem called Hidden Dragon Poem, inspired by the appearance of a yellow dragon in a well. Through the imagery of a dragon trapped beneath the water while eels and loaches roamed freely, Cao Mao hinted that he himself was imprisoned under the control of the Sima family, and criticized Sima Zhao's growing domination over the court. Sima Zhao was furious after hearing this. He concluded that Cao Mao would eventually move against him, so it would be better to strike first. Not long afterward, the ministers petitioned to grant Sima Zhao the title of Duke of Jin along with the 9 bestowments. Although Cao Mao had no choice but to approve the proposal, he remained deeply unwilling. After court was dismissed, he secretly summoned the ministers Wang Shun, Wang Jing, and Wang Yi. He declared that Sima Zhao harbored ambitions of seizing the throne. "I would rather die fighting than sit here waiting to be humiliated. I hope you will help me eliminate this traitor." Wang Jing strongly opposed the plan. "The entire court and military are already under the Sima family's control. Your Majesty has no army capable of opposing them. Rising now would only lead to certain death. It would be wiser to endure for the moment and wait for a better opportunity." But Cao Mao had already made up his mind. "Even if I lose my life, I must fight." Fearing they would be implicated, Wang Shun and Wang Yi secretly went to Sima Zhao's residence and revealed the emperor's plan. Only Wang Jing remained loyal to the emperor and refused to betray him. Not long afterward, Cao Mao personally led more than 300 palace guards and young imperial attendants out of the palace. Holding the imperial sword and riding in his royal carriage, he headed straight toward the southern gate. Wang Jing knelt before the carriage, weeping as he pleaded, Your Majesty, taking only a few hundred men against Sima Zhao is like driving sheep into a tiger's jaws. It can only end in death. It is not that I fear dying. The task is simply impossible. Cao Mao replied. My decision has already been made. Do not try to stop me. He then continued toward the Dragon Gate. At that moment, Jia Chong had already deployed the imperial guards to intercept the emperor. When the soldiers saw that Cao Mao himself stood before them, none dared attack. Jia Chong then ordered Cheng Ji to act. Without hesitation, Cheng Ji thrust his halberd straight through Cao Mao's chest. The emperor of Wei was killed instantly. His loyal guard, Jiaobo, also fell in battle. Filled with grief and rage, Wang Jing openly denounced Jia Chong for murdering his sovereign, and was immediately arrested. When Sima Zhao arrived, he pretended to mourn and assembled the court ministers. Chun Tai spoke bluntly. If you wish to answer to the people of the empire, Jia Chong must be executed. Sima Zhao refused. Instead, he sacrificed Cheng Ji and his brother as scapegoats, exterminating their entire clans while the true mastermind remained completely untouched. Sima Zhao then imprisoned the loyal minister Wang Jing along with his entire family. When Wang Jing saw that even his elderly mother had been implicated, he burst into tears and blamed himself. His mother, however, showed no fear. Everyone must die someday. If death serves a righteous cause, what is there to regret? The following day, Wang Jing and his mother faced execution with calm dignity. People throughout the capital wept for them, and later generations praised their unwavering loyalty and courage. Soon afterward, Sima Zhao placed Chao Huan on the throne as the new emperor of Wei. He himself accepted the title of Duke of Jin, while officials throughout the court were richly rewarded. Everyone understood that although Sima Zhao had not yet declared himself emperor, the replacement of the Chao family by the Sima family had become only a matter of time. News of these events quickly reached Shu. When Jiang Wei learned that Sima Zhao had murdered Cao Mao and installed Chao Huan as the new emperor, he was delighted. Now our campaign against Wei is even more justified. He immediately sent a letter to Eastern Wu, urging them to join Shu in punishing Sima Zhao for murdering his sovereign. At the same time, he petitioned Liu Shan for permission to launch another northern expedition with an army of 150,000 troops. Thousands of supply wagons were prepared, each fitted with large wooden crates. Jiang Wei assigned his commanders as follows. Liao Hua would advance through Ziwu Valley. Zhang Yi would march through Luo Valley. Jiang Wei himself would lead the main force through Xie Valley. The three armies agreed to reunite at Mount Qi before attacking the Wei forces together. Meanwhile, Deng Ai was training his troops at Mount Qi. When he learned that Shu was advancing on 3 fronts, he immediately gathered his officers for discussion. His advisor Wang Guan presented him with a secret plan. After reading it, Deng Ai smiled. It is an excellent strategy, but I fear Jiang Wei may see through it. Wang Guan confidently replied, I am willing to stake my life on it. Deng Ai then assigned him 5,000 soldiers. That very night, Wang Guan deliberately traveled toward Xie Valley, where he was soon intercepted by Shu scouts. He shouted, I have come to surrender from Wei. Take me to Jiang Wei at once. When Wang Guan met Jiang Wei, he immediately knelt and burst into tears. He claimed to be Wang Jing's nephew. He said that Sima Zhao had murdered Cao Mao and exterminated Wang Jing's entire family, leaving him filled with hatred toward Sima Zhao. Now he wished to surrender with his 5,000 men and avenge his uncle. Jiang Wei appeared overjoyed. If your surrender is sincere, then I shall treat you sincerely as well. Our greatest need at the moment is food supplies. A convoy of grain is currently waiting at the mountain pass. Escort it safely to Mount Qi while I personally lead the main army to attack the Wei camp. Secretly, Wang Guan celebrated, believing Jiang Wei had fallen for the deception. Jiang Wei then added deliberately, You needn't take all 5,000 men. Take only 3,000 to escort the grain. Leave the remaining 2,000 to join my assault on Mount Qi. Afraid of revealing his true intentions, Wang Guan agreed. As soon as he departed, Xiaoba hurried over and warned Jiang Wei. I served Wei for many years. I have never heard that Wang Guan was Wang Jing's nephew. Something is clearly suspicious. Jiang Wei smiled. I already know his surrender is fake. If Sima Zhao was willing to exterminate Wang Jing's entire clan, why would he leave a close nephew alive to command troops? I am simply using his own trick against him. He secretly dispatched scouts to monitor Wang Guan's movements. Before long, they captured a messenger carrying a secret letter from Wang Guan to Deng Ai. After reading it, Jiang Wei discovered that the two had agreed to launch their operation on the 20th day of the 8th lunar month. He immediately altered the letter, changing the date to the 15th. He then ordered trusted soldiers to disguise themselves as Wei troops and deliver the forged message back to Deng Ai's camp. On the 15th day of the 8th lunar month, Deng Ai received the forged letter and completely believed that Wang Guan's mission had succeeded. He personally led 50,000 elite troops toward Tanshan Valley to receive the captured supplies. From a distance, he saw a long line of grain wagons winding through the valley. Looking more closely, he saw that the escort carried Wei banners. His officers urged him to advance immediately. Deng Ai hesitated. The terrain ahead is dangerous. If there is an ambush, retreat would be difficult. We should wait here. Before he had finished speaking, 2 cavalrymen galloped toward him in panic. General Wang is being pursued by the Shu army. Hurry and rescue him. Hearing this, Deng Ai's last doubts disappeared. He immediately led his army into the valley. The moonlight was so bright that night it seemed like daylight. Suddenly, battle cries erupted from every direction. Thinking Wang Guan was desperately fighting, Deng Ai rushed over the ridge. Instead, Fu Qian suddenly charged out from the forest, shouting, "Deng Ai, you have fallen into Governor Jiang Wei's trap." Startled, Deng Ai immediately ordered a retreat. At that very moment, every supply wagon burst into flames. The wagons had never contained grain at all. They were filled only with firewood and brushwood. The blazing fire became the signal for the ambush. Shu soldiers poured down from both the mountainsides and the valleys, crashing into the Wei army from every direction. All around them came the cries, "Capture Deng Ai alive! A reward of 1,000 taels of gold, and the title of Marquis awaits." Terrified, Deng Ai threw away his helmet and armor, abandoned his horse, disguised himself among the infantry, and fled desperately across the mountains. Jiang Wei and Xiaoba had been watching only for the mounted commander. They never expected Deng Ai to abandon his horse and escape on foot, allowing him to slip away. Jiang Wei then advanced to seize the grain convoy under Wang Guan's command. When Wang Guan realized his scheme had failed, he burned the supply wagons and fought his way out. He also set fire to the wooden plank roads, hoping to stop the Shu pursuit. Jiang Wei simply took another route, continued the chase, and eventually forced Wang Guan to leap into a river and commit suicide. The remaining Wei troops were completely wiped out. Although Jiang Wei had defeated Deng Ai and eliminated Wang Guan, Shu also suffered heavy losses in supplies, and the plank roads had been destroyed. Unable to continue the campaign, Jiang Wei withdrew once more to Hanzhong. After returning to Wei, Deng Ai asked Sima Zhao to punish him for the defeat. Instead of blaming him, Sima Zhao reinforced his army with another 50,000 soldiers to strengthen Wei's defenses. Summary. The most significant event of this chapter is the tragic death of Emperor Cao Mao. Refusing to remain a puppet under Sima Zhao's control, Cao Mao personally led a small force in an attempt to eliminate the powerful regent. However, he was assassinated outside the palace gates by Chengji, creating one of the most shocking regicides in the late Three Kingdoms period. Although Sima Zhao pretended to grieve, he used Chengji as a scapegoat while protecting himself from all responsibility, further securing the Sima family's domination over the state of Wei. Meanwhile, Jiang Wei learned of the coup in Wei and launched yet another northern expedition under the righteous banner of avenging the murdered emperor and punishing the traitorous minister. He quickly uncovered Wang Guan's fake surrender, cleverly turned the enemy's own plan against them, and lured Deng Ai into a devastating fire ambush at Tanshan Valley. Although the victory was impressive, Shu also lost a large amount of supplies, and the destruction of the mountain plank roads prevented Jiang Wei from pressing deeper into Wei territory. Forced to withdraw to Hanzhong once again, he nevertheless remained determined to continue his lifelong mission of conquering the Central Plains, rebuilding the roads and preparing for yet another campaign. Historical notes. The famous Chinese saying, "Everyone knows what Sima Zhao is thinking," Sima Zhao Zhixin, Luren Jiezhi, is recorded in historical sources. However, Romance of the Three Kingdoms does not quote it directly. Instead, the novel uses a similar expression. Sima Zhao harbors the ambition of usurpation. Everyone knows it. The Hidden Dragon poem, Qianlong poem, has virtually no historical evidence supporting its existence. It serves as a dramatic literary device created by Luo Guanzhong to symbolize Emperor Cao Mao's resentment toward Sima Zhao, but it is absent from the official historical records. Jiang Wei's interception and alteration of Wang Guan's secret letter, the fake grain convoy, the fire attack in Tanshan Valley, and Deng Ai falling into the trap are all fictional episodes created by the novel. None of these events appear in the historical records. They are classic examples of the novel's favorite military theme, using the enemy's own scheme against him.